What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Unfortunately, I have some sad news to pass along to you all in the world of wrestling, and that is that Sid Eudy, better known as Sid Vicious, also known by the monikers Sid Justice and Psycho Sid, has passed away at the age of 63. His son, Gunner, left a message on Facebook of his father's passing, posting, quote, in memory of my father, Sid Eudy, dear friends and family, I am deeply saddened to share that my father, Sid Eudy, has passed away after battling cancer for several years. He was a man of strength, kindness, and love, and his presence will be greatly missed. We appreciate your thoughts and prayers as we grieve this loss. Details for a memorial service will be shared soon. Thank you for your support. Sincerely, Gunnar Eudy. Udi, better known to me as Sid Vicious. I mean, I know he went by Sid Justice and Psycho Sid, but I know him as Sid Vicious. He began his wrestling career in the mid 1980s, quickly rising to prominence in World Championship Wrestling and later in the WWF or World Wrestling Federation, now of course known as WWE. His imposing physique, intense persona, and undeniable charisma made him a standout talent in an industry filled with larger than life characters. Udi became a six-time world champion, capturing the WWF Championship twice and the WCW World Heavyweight Championship twice. He also claimed the USWA Unified World Heavyweight Championship on two occasions. Beyond his world title reigns, Sid Vicious's accomplishments in wrestling included winning the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship, as well as headlining some of the biggest events in wrestling history. He was the main event fixture, starring in the headline matches of WrestleMania 8 and WrestleMania 13, two of WWE's most iconic events. His memorable clash with Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 8 in 1992 and his intense rivalry with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 13 in 1997 remain etched in the memories of wrestling fans worldwide. Um, he was known more when I watched him as a villain, a great heel. But he had turns playing uh, the hero as well. But I thought he was best as a villain. Two things stand out to me when I think of Psycho Sid. I think of two things. I think of an incident that occurred when he was with WCW. Those of you might remember this. I'm trying to remember who was in this little sketch, but I think it was Sid Vicious. Who else was in this sketch? Tugboat. I think Tugboat was in this sketch, but I think Tugboat had this character. Oh, what was his name, man? He had this mask on. He had this mask that covered his face. I forgot his character's name, but I think he was supposed to break through the wall, right? He was supposed to break through the wall, but in that wall, embedded in the wall, was a beam at the bottom, right, running parallel. And when he broke through the wall, he tripped up and fell on his ass. I forgot the character's name, man, but he fell on his ass, right? And he stayed in character, and you could hear the people, the wrestlers and the other personalities off screen laughing their ass off, right? I can't remember, but I think it was Tugboat that played the character. Later on, he was Tugboat, but I can't remember the character's name. Also, another thing I remember was a match that Sid Vicious had in WCW years later. It might have been 2000 or 2001, where he broke his leg on television. He broke his leg, man. When I say he broke his leg, I don't mean it was just an eternal, like an eternal crack. No, he broke that mother, uh, like linguini time, and it was horrible to watch. Horrible to watch. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that injury effectively ended his career, at least from serious competition. But he was more than that, man. He was a great guy, man. He played a villain who was sometimes psychotic. He was great at doing that. But I find it interesting that oftentimes in wrestling, the guys who are the most intense villains are some of the nicest people, and he was one of them. And then oftentimes the people who love to portray heroes, well, let's just say you don't want to meet them in real life. Hulk Hogan. But anyway, salute to Psycho Sid, Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, real name Sid Udi. May he rest in peace.